out. See this molding here? We're gonna pop a staple there, in the line, in the line, in the line, in the line, maybe every two, so that we don't see too many indentations. We wanna get right in the middle of that. It's a reverse quarter round, or just a scooped quarter round. To watch. On that angle, then we'll go here to this line, same angle. Move to this line, same angle, in that groove. I know you can't see it, but you can see if you keep the staple gun the same way. Here we go. Into the groove. Into the groove. Into the groove. Now we'll flip the staple gun around on the back side. Into the groove. Now looking under here, it looks even all the way along. You don't see a staple here and then here and then here and then here. Consistent all the way along makes your stairs look great. Okay, another one. See at the front here, we're 4 1/4. It started off at 4 1/2 and we're walking. So to straighten this back out, we've got to angle the back. So we take our kicker and we angle it the way that we want to turn it. So now we're close to 4 1/2. I'm going to do a little bit more of a turn. Old stairs, 100-year-old house. Okay, we almost have it. I'm going to just lock it in. Now sometimes you can't course correct exactly, but what we want to do is, if the stairs are crooked, we want to twist out. We're almost in line. We're 4 1/2. So then we want to course correct back up here, 4 1/2, 4 1/2 all the way up. 100-year-old stairs must course correct. So that means that this side will have to come back a little bit, and there may be a gap or an air bubble on the front, but that's okay. All right, these are 100-year-old stairs. We want to course correct. So we'll just tighten them up all the way along and then lock our sides in. And then when we move up to the next stair, we'll course correct again, if need be. Now let's check our course correction here. Now let's see where we are. Now this carpet is naturally just going to sit where it wants to sit. Going up the next stair, let's measure. We are actually right on at 4 1/2, so we're pretty good. We want to pre-bend our nose. It's cold these days, so carpet reacts to the cold. Now here we go again. We've got the reverse quarter round. We want to make sure that we're going to get these staples in even. So even if you see an indentation, they're even all the way along, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so watch, here we go. I'm gonna start in the middle to keep the course correction straight. I'm just gonna put one right in the middle and work my way back. Same area. Okay, we'll do it over here. Now let's have a look. Pretty good all the way along. Okay, little off here, but you can't really tell because I didn't put too many. Okay, we'll do it on the next one again. Let's double check on the back end for course correction. We're starting to go off a little bit, which means we'll start running up at an angle. So we're gonna course correct by moving our kicker over here and just twisting back a little bit. I'm gonna check it again, a little too much. Come to the middle. Push straight. Pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna just angle it this way, lock this in. Over the other side, I'm gonna lock that in. 3 staples good enough. More if you want. Whatever the carpet really tells you. Gonna break the back a little bit. Seems to be lots of tension on the 45. Every 2 inches, grab the hammer, tucker. On the 45-degree angle, nice indentation. Now we're working our way up. We're moving up. We're gonna check our our measurements. Look at that. We're twisting a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna twist back and we're almost on. Let's do under the nose again. 100-year-old stairs, course correction, every stair. So here we're gonna pre-bend. Let's start on the outside here. We're gonna try get our staple gun into the groove. We go on the lines to kind of hide it. On the 45-degree angle, all the way along, maybe every 2 inches. So you don't see that many, and it looks nice along there. If you see a little bubble, you can put a little staple in. That's because we're course correcting, so we're twisting and we're turning, and we're twisting and we're turning. So there might be bubbles in the bottom. That's how we course correct. Moving our way up to the next stair. Let's see where we are. We're supposed to be 4.5. Pretty good, man. Can't be too bad with 4.5. So since we're 4.5, we'll put some pressure on the kicker in the middle. We're gonna check it while we have pressure. Rob, get a feature here on the side. See my knee? I've got my thigh on here. I've got pressure on the kicker. I've got my tape measure in one hand. I'm just leaning on this carpet like this. Just gonna check that there. We're at 4.5 basically, a little bit over. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn that in, put pressure here, and push this back over here, lock this side in. That will get me back kind of where I want to go, 4.5. We've got to meet with that landing up there. Same thing on this side, little tension. Now we're going to score that stair again. Now you guys can turn off and skip to the landing, but maybe you should be watching this to learn how to course correct this every stair. Pretty important. Locked in your brain. Stapled every 2 inch. Now we're going to use our carpet tucker, our stair tool, and our hammer. Get a nice groove. You can go over that as many times as you want. Okay, ready for the next one. Pull back, squeeze, bend. Then we're going to check our measurement. 4.5. We're good. We got the same thing. Now you guys, with this quarter round underneath, you can take this quarter round out, guys, and then at least you got a perfect square in there. Otherwise, if you don't, this is how you do it. Angle. Same spot. You can go, like I said, every line. We should probably go every 2. Less on this quarter round is more. Right, one at the end. Then it looks even all the way along. And as you go up and you start to be able to see under here, this looks nice. Let's get some staples. Now, you guys are always asking me what kind of staples I'm using. These are 9/16 crown staples. Okay? Up, over, and down. 9/16. The staple gun we're using is a Roberts electric staple gun. You can find these links in the description below. It is to our Amazon affiliate account. If you do buy from there, we do get a little commission. Okay, we're going to check our course correction here. See how we're doing. 4.5. Pretty good. We're going to get tension on our kicker. Let's do the middle first. Put your thigh, kicker, tension, tape measure. 4.5. Fantastic. Let's lock it in. 1, 2, 3. Okay, between the carpet and the binding. Now we'll do the other side. Little tension again. 1, 2, 3. Little bubble. I'm going to do 4. Put more staples where you need. Now we'll score with our carpet tucker or our carpet tool. As many times as you want. 45-degree angle every 2 inches. Put a staple. Tucker. Hammer. Nice groove. Nice and professional. Okay, we're getting close. Working our way up. We're going to pre-bend. Why do we pre-bend? Makes it easier under the nose. Now, we got the same thing. We're going to do those angles, right? But let's check our course correction. Let's see where we're sitting. We got to meet that landing at 4.5. So you can see we're a little over. So not gonna be that big of a deal. But when we're over, I'm gonna start on this side and work that way. Okay? And so what I do sometimes is, you can see I put my finger behind here. Okay, if I just go there, you can see, if you guys had a good camera angle, you'd see that this is a little bit angled. If I pull this out and I bend this down and I leave that gap, remember these stairs have settled for 100 years. Now I lock this in, this will be straight all the way across, but we'll have to deal with this bubble. I'll show you how to deal with that. Let's get under there and just lock that in. Yes, I use more staples, but I have to deal with this bubble. We'll deal with that bubble after. Now let's go right across the whole thing now. Now that's locked in on that side, you can do this. Let's get a good camera angle. Ready? On the end. Every 2 inches on the 45 degree. Okay, nice. Looks good. Now, remember this bubble. We got to deal with this bubble. So all you're going to do is split the pile with your staple gun, and you're going to start in where the bubble starts. Split the pile. Split the pile. Split the pile. Look at that. We're bringing the bubble out. Let's split that pile again. Okay, and wherever that you think that you see needs to be pushed down, and then take your hammer and then bang in those staple marks, okay? So what we did was, this stair is 100 years old and it's a little twisted, so it's making the stair runner run up on an angle, and we got to course correct. So how do we do that sometimes if it's extreme? We stick our finger back behind, we pull this carpet straight, and then we pop staples in, and then we lock this in after. It's just easier than cutting it down and lining it all up, especially with a linear pattern. Moving on up. We're gonna check our course correction. Rob, show this here. Guys, we have to come up here and we gotta meet with our landing. So we wanna make sure our landing bottom is at around 4.5, 4 and 5/8. We're close. Once we get to this level, as long as we're at 4.5, we can course correct 1/8 of an inch. Not a big deal. But let's get there. 4.5, we're good. So let's lock it in on that side. Got pressure, Rob. Got pressure. Thigh leaning, not kicking, leaning. Lots of pressure. You don't want it loose. It's supposed to be tight. Staples. 1, 2, 3, lock it down. Now, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Pressure. Now you're gonna see this almost falling? Yeah, it's gonna happen. You're gonna have to deal with it. Okay, pressure, staple, staple, staple. Now we're good. Now you can take your kicker, or you could have done this before with something else. Just gonna put it up there to hold that in place while we score this and lock this in before we get to that finish on that runner. Don't worry about that sound. We're really kind of breaking the backing. It has to be done. Okay. Hammer tucker. Second verse, same as the first. Now, let's see where we are here. Rob, can you get that? How's that look there? Look at that, guys. We're almost right on. Okay? Because we course corrected all the way up every stair. Every stair we course corrected, right? That's why we're on there. So we started at the bottom and we moved it. We checked it. Every stair. And that's why we end up with being right on right there. Okay, so let's get the last bits of staples in the bottom on that angle again. Right? Ready? Here we go. On the 45, we'll go every line or every other line with this stuff on the 45-degree angle. And then one on the end for good measure. And if you feel that you've missed one, I feel that that one needs another one right there. I'm going to put it in there. But look at how nice that looks. Okay? Feel free to leave questions and comments in the section below. I answer all those questions. If you need a stair runner, go to directcarpet.com, and if you need something custom, hit the chat, and we'll take care of that for you. I'm Shannon with directcarpet.com. Thanks for watching.